गुड आफ्टरनून। हमारे साथ हैं मैडम सौमिता मिश्रा, चेयरमैन चंडीगढ़ लिटरेरी सोसाइटी। मैडम वेलकम। आज का जो इवेंट हो रहा है उसके बारे में बताइए।
चंडीगढ़ लिटरेरी सोसाइटी, जैसा कि आप जानते ही होंगे, चंडीगढ़, पंचकुला, मोहाली, पूरे हरियाणा, पंजाब, हिमाचल के रीजन में हम साहित्य, इंग्लिश, हिंदी, उर्दू, पंजाबी के साहित्य और इसमें ऑथर्स, राइटिंग, सभी को हम प्रमोट करते हैं, प्लेटफॉर्म देते हैं। तो CLS के अपने भी बहुत सारे मेंबर्स हैं हमारे, लगभग 250 जो इस रीजन के राइटर्स हैं, ऑथर्स हैं, पोएट्स हैं, वो हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं। तो हम जहाँ देश विदेश से जाने माने ऑथर्स को चंडीगढ़ लाते हैं लिटराटी लिट फेस्ट में, तो हमने सोचा कि साथ में ही हम जो हमारे मेंबर्स हैं, वो जो हमारा इतना टैलेंट है, उनको भी हम एक मंच पे इकट्ठा लाके एक CLS लिट फेस्ट करें। तो एक मोमेंटस नाम है इसका, मोमेंट अस, और ये CLS मेंबर्स के द्वारा के टैलेंट को शोकेस करने के लिए ये एक लिट फेस्ट है जो आज हम यहाँ पे अरोमा होटल चंडीगढ़ में कर रहे हैं।
और आगे आने वाले कोई फ्यूचर इवेंट्स में?
हाँ, ये मोमेंटस को भी हम रेगुलर फीचर बनाएंगे। ये पहला वर्ष है जो हम मोमेंटस ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं। और साथ में ही जो हमारी अभी भी ऑनलाइन, हम हर साल एक ऑनलाइन शॉर्ट स्टोरी राइटिंग कंपटीशन करते हैं, जो आप दुनिया में कहीं भी हो आप उसमें भाग ले सकते हैं। वो 30 जून तक हमारी लाइव है। और साथ ही हम एक अभी एनुअल हमारी जो पोइट्री राइटिंग कंपटीशन है वो भी ओपन करने वाले हैं। तो हमारे इवेंट्स लगातार चलते रहते हैं, जैसे कि लोग और ख़ास तौर से युवा पीढ़ी वो लिखने पढ़ने से, साहित्य से जुड़े।
अभी आप लिटरेसी से हैं, हमने एक आप रिसेंटली एक बहुत ही हमको झटका लगा है, हमारे एक जो पात्रा जी का जो,
इनफैक्ट हमने आज का जो हमारा ये इवेंट है, इसकी भी शुरुआत पात्र साहब की मेमोरी में उनको 2 मिनट श्रद्धांजलि देकर आरंभ किया है। और पात्र साहब इस पूरे रीजन के लिए एक ऐसी धरोहर थे, एक ऐसी वेल्थ थे जो जिसको कभी जिसकी कमी कभी पूरी नहीं की जा सकती।
मेरे को भी मौका मिला था, वो आए थे चंडीगढ़ प्रेस क्लब में 2 दिन पहले ही, शिव कुमार बटालवी जी का उनके गाना रिलीज हुआ था।
मेरी अपनी लिखी हुई किताब है लम्हों की शबनम, जो लेटेस्ट, उसकी उन्होंने पंजाबी ट्रांसलेशन खुद करवाई, उसका फॉरवर्ड लिखा, यहाँ तक कि उसकी जो टाइटल है पंजाबी में वो भी उन्होंने दिया। सो उनका बहुत ही प्यार और स्नेह और सम्मान हमें प्राप्त हुआ है। और मैं समझती हूँ कि जो कोई भी साहित्य की दुनिया से जुड़ा हुआ है, उनकी कमी हमेशा
महसूस करें। थैंक यू वेरी मच। आज चंडीगढ़ में होटल अरोमा में चंडीगढ़ लिटरेचर सोसाइटी द्वारा मोमेंटस 2024 इवेंट हो रहा है। आइए आपको कार्यक्रम की झलकियां दिखाते हैं।
अच्छा संदेश और सकारात्मकता का संदेश जाता है सबको और सबके दिलों तक पहुंचता है, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता। इस कार्यक्रम में जो युवाओं का Light in the lamp is a beautiful ritual.
Anyone he came across. सुजीत पाठक साहब के साथ हमारा काफी गहरा रिश्ता था। मुझे मौका मिला उनको इंटरव्यू करने का लास्ट लिटराटी में, और उन्होंने हमेशा प्यार दिया। और मेरे नाम के इतने मतलब उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि मैं भी बड़ा परेशान हूँ। और बहुत दुख हुआ सुन के कि वो बहुत जल्दी चल बसे, क्योंकि हमने काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें प्लान कर रखी थी। CLS के साथ मिलके लफ्ज़नामा भी हमने लॉन्च किया था। एक चीज़ कहीं ना कहीं दिल में सुकून है, क्योंकि 2 बार हमें उसका लॉन्च का डेट चेंज करना पड़ा, लेकिन जब वो आए एज ए चीफ गेस्ट, उन्होंने कहा ये शाम मेरी ज़िंदगी की सबसे मीठी शामों में से है। तो वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट मुझे आज भी याद है, और खुशी है कि हमने मिलके जो मेहनत की, कहीं ना कहीं उनको वो याद रहे।
Momentous 2024. This is an event which is unique in many ways, and so much. I think everyone in Chandigarh who has a connection with the creativity, with the world of thoughts and words, is somehow also connected to CLS now. The leading literary luminaries of our times to Chandigarh on the platform of CLS, whether through individual Meet the Author events or through literati. And also that CLS has been able to nurture so much talent. I'm not taking away from the brilliance of any of the authors and poets who are published today. But yet somewhere I think that CLS has also been instrumental in providing that platform, that spark of creativity and confidence, that nurturing brought momentous 2024 to us today. And the only thing, of course, we did sit down in the final session curation, and I did want it to be fun as opposed to a very serious or heavy lit fest. Little fun is important in life. Of course, within the limits of the world and with each other, and it should be a free-wheeling and fun afternoon. And I am so grateful to Manmohanji. There can be no better venue for a summer picnic.
And I welcome you to Momentous 2024, because this is going to be an icebreaker session. So somebody said an honest smile is an icebreaker. So can I have all the honest smiles here? And after that, whatever little is left, I shall try to break that ice. And somebody also said breaking the ice is just the first step to discovering the warmth beneath. So let me discover that warmth. Let me warm you up, pep you up, and give you some food for thought with a literature quiz. Maybe lunch. लेकिन यहाँ पर सवाल का जवाब सवाल में नहीं होगा, बिल्कुल आंसर्स में होगा. So Lalit and I are going to test your literary acumen and knowledge, and so this is the first session where the sparkle of our CLS members will converge with their literary knowledge. So let me just let you know it's going to be an informal kind of a quiz, because this is an icebreaker session. So what you have to do, that whatever questions we are going to ask, you just have to raise your hands without prompting, right? Nobody is going to prompt, and nobody is going to answer the question without being asked. So please just raise your hands, and we shall.
Also, everyone has to put their phones away.
Yeah. And yes, you have to put your. Please be honest. So honest smile के साथ honesty ये वाली भी चाहिए कि आप अपने phones please, you'll keep your phones aside.
Which is a play based on Harry Potter from an original story written by J.K. Rowling and John Tiffany.
So we already have one hand raised.
Okay, you can raise your hand.
Shikhar Goyal, and this is my first CLS event, and I hope this is the correct answer. Harry Potter is the first time.
Oh yes.
Wow, correct, very correct answer. So the first question is answered correctly. That was The Palace of Illusions, one of the very famous novels by this author. Yes.
Of course.
So she is not aware of the question. The questions are not only to me and Sunana. We are not shared or discussed the board.
I think for those people who attended Literati in November 2023. So the question is, what is the title of the book written by Namak Shamak Singh, Chef Harpal Singh Sokhi, who was one of the panelists also during the Literati 2023. So this is also to test who all attended the event.
Chef Harpal, not Tadka exactly, but the book name.
Something to do with rice.
Namak
No, nothing to do with rice. That
खिचड़ी बिरयानी से क्लोज तो
तड़का और बिरयानी और सब
बिरयानी
it is you can I think have half the chocolate.
Formally inaugurated by the government of India, and who is the currently president of the same? When was the Sahitya Academy formally inaugurated? That is correct, but we try to hear the year also. Year close to the year. 54, yes, correct. Yes, 54 is the correct answer. So 54 is the very correct answer. Sara Harvey is the correct answer.
Okay, so I move on to the next question. And who has given this famous quote? Be the change that you wish to see in the world.
Be the change. Okay, madam. Okay. Yes, you deserve it. Please give the two not answer till now. We want them to come forward. Question is, which one is the first novel of Chetan Bhagat? Which is the first novel of Chetan Bhagat? Okay, here we go.
5 point someone.
Yes, 5 points. 5 points on the correct answer.
Dr. Vinay. Thank you.
Progression from print media to visual media. So the discussion will be about readaptations from some best-selling books. So I call upon the stage our first panelist, Dr. Sonika Sethi. Dr. Sonika is an associate professor of English at ST College, Ambala. Her columns and blogs appear quite regularly in leading newspapers, and she has 9 books to her credit, not to miss many awards to her kitty.
Books and movies can tell stories, evoke emotions, and create a lot of magic. Books have the charm of captivating one's soul and mind, while movies can create a lot of drama, right? So sometimes, I guess most of the times, a good movie, engaging book, a hot cup of coffee is all it takes to make us happy, isn't it? So I have wonderful people sitting with me here today. Sonika ma'am, I love your writing, and I think we all agree with your writing style. You can write anything and everything, and you can make everything so flawlessly. So
Thank you.
and I have this specific question meant for you. Shakespeare. Everyone loves his plays, right? So well-known plays of Shakespeare's and Macbeth, Hamlet. Every play has been transformed into a beautiful adaptation. So I really want you to tell me that, how is it possible that every play has somehow come out so well? This plays as well as movies. They both do wonderfully well. So what is the secret behind it?
This is a wonderful question.
species, we are hardwired to consume stories. Ever since the evolution of language, from sign language to people communicating by exchanging stones, to the creation of alphabet, there has also been an evolution of storytelling. The first man carved images on the walls of caves, which was their way of telling stories, which was their way of memorizing stuff or communicating. So I think storytelling has evolved a lot and drastically in the past few decades. So first there was books, then there was somebody invented the printing press, and then that is also one of the major reasons why we have religion in the world today, because books evolved and the printing press evolved and the Bible was able to reach a lot more people than it was reaching before. So the evolution of language and storytelling has always been going on. You see, at the start of the 20th century, it was only books, and then somebody had the idea of creating films. First it was silent films, and somebody adapted a book into a silent movie, and somebody introduced non-silent films in which people are talking. And so slowly we've reached to a point that we are creating content in cross formats. Somebody writes a book and we create a movie out of it, we create a play out of it, we create a podcast out of it. So I think in that way technology has evolved and it has beautifully enabled cross format of how we consume stories. And also another format,
All of us have very diverse experiences. Even when we are reading the same book, we take something different out of it. However, there is still some coherence in our reading experiences about a certain book. And I think as readers, when we go to cinema or when we go to, watch a visual representation of that work, we are constantly, comparing it with what we have read, aren't we? So all of our favorite works, when they are adapted into movies, we always feel bad about how there are certain aspects that have been left out. We feel as readers that there are certain characters with whom justice hasn't been done on screen, right? So I think that's the reason why there is a certain kind of disparity in how the written works and visual representations or adaptations of them will form differently. However, at the same time, I think there's also another thing that we need to keep in mind. Not necessarily everybody who's reading the work is going to go and watch the visual adaptation of it, and vice versa. Not all the people, audiences who are going to consume these movies have read the work. For example, I think there are so many works, and I can see so many of you are nodding along because you know that you have favorite works that have been adapted, and you feel like not all aspects of them have been covered in adaptations sincerely. However, there's this one particular work, and I would particularly like to refer to that because it's quite recent, not very but still recent, Razi. So I'm sure that most of you must have watched Razi, which was based on Harinder Sikka's Falling Sehmat. Now this is not fantasy or fiction, this is based on somebody's real life. And because I had read Harinder Sikka's Falling Sehmat, he was also at Chandigarh Literary Society event a few years back, and that is when I got the book and I read it, and it was really, admiring the work and how he has been truthful to, the portrayal of the girl whose story is being narrated to Razi. And when I went to watch the movie, I was truthfully disappointed because I felt like there were so many crucial aspects of her life that were left out in the movie. There were so many important parts about how she loved somebody when she was in India, how she
is, recently I was at an event and there was an actor also sitting beside me, and that actor, he had played a small role in a movie called Animal, recently I think. Many needed, because I am not one for violence at all, so many needed. So this actor, he was sitting beside me, and obviously people were more bent towards him. He was being lapped up, और मेरा जैसा ऑर्डर छोटा सा ही कोई में दुबका हुआ बैठा था, कोई नहीं पूछ रहा था मुझे, और उसने एक छोटा सा रोल एनिमल मूवी के वो जो सॉन्ग था ना अर्जुन वैली, उसमें वो पीछे खड़ा था गन लेकर, बस उतना सा उसका शॉट था, और उसका पूरा स्क्रीन पे वो गाना चल रहा था और सब उसके साथ डांस कर रहे थे, फोटो खिंचवा रहे थे, सेल्फी ले रहे थे. So this guy, he asked me this question. He said, "Ma'am, what do you think is the difference between a script and a book?" I said, there is no similarity, so there can be no difference, because both the things are different mediums, right? Movies and books, they are different mediums. Yes, they can complement each other, but they cannot be compared. There are similarities. There are some aspects which can give strength to an adaptability, but there are some limitations also. For example, a producer or a director has to wind up his movie within the stipulated time of 2.5 hours, whereas you can take days and months to finish a book at your own pleasure. So when a book is adapted into a movie, there are bound to be differences and similarities. One thing is for sure, that these are complementary mediums and they cannot be compared.
Writing a book ever since I was a kid. So a movie adaptation was always playing at the back of my mind, because it will be very ironic coming from an author, soon to be published author, but I love films more than I love books, because that is the first medium that I got introduced to in my life as a story consumer. So how to convert my book from a bestseller to a blockbuster? So I think there are two variables to this answer, and I apologize to the literary audience for bringing mathematical terms into my answer. But there are two variables to this answer. The first variable is the things that are beyond my control, and so I will just leave those things to the good gods of universe and manifestation. So those will do their jobs. And no, and then I'm going to talk about the practical answer, things that are in my control, things that nobody author at this point, sitting in Chandigarh, sitting in Punjab, can do things within my capacity, and then leave for the gods of manifestation, as I said. So first of all, the first step would be to create a book into a bestseller. So that would mean that I would have to have people who do not know me, people who read the book by their own accord, people who read the book because somebody told them, dude, please read this book because this book is very entertaining. And that is the purpose with which I wrote my book, for entertainment, because that is how I consume my books. Like for every three books that I consume, two I think are for entertainment and one I think is self-growth or business.
Shikhar, this is a huge PR opportunity. नाम के बता दो किताब का.
So my book is called Delhi Disco. It is a quirky, funny millennial murder mystery set in Delhi. It is a murder mystery, but it is not serious. It is laugh out loud kind of a book. People will die, but you won't think, oh my god, you would want to laugh when people die, and people will die in hilarious ways. And yeah, so the book is coming out next year. And so yeah, my first goal for the book is that people who do not know me, my friends, family, my uncle, my aunties, my thais, my thousies, people beyond them actually buy my book, and they just do not buy my book for the sake of buying my book. Because I have seen this a lot. It is only like, you know, your close friends buy a book, and beyond that,
Get out of that.
and beyond that, people. So So I do not want people to buy my book out of sympathy or pity. I want my book, at least in the beginning, people buy it because they know me, but eventually I want it to have its own path. People talk about it, people say that it's a very entertaining book, and then it catches somebody's eye. I will be pushing myself for the book also a lot, and so that somebody sees it. And hopefully somebody, as Sonika ma'am also mentioned, that book and a film are two very different mediums.
When we are reading Harry Potter, but it still gives some kind of tangibility to how we are imagining those magic verses. So definitely I think fantasy fiction stand out, in being more successful in comparison to the other genres. But then I also think it's not just about imagination, it's also about making it consumable to the audiences in the contemporary context. So there's this adaptation called And with a Tea of this, children's classics and the Green Gables. And the book started reading after watching this adaptation.
One and the person which made a movie called Hero. The book was very good at that point. The movie was that.
Which is the adaptation of a favorite book would you like to see? I'm not sure if I could be comfortable seeing more adaptations of my favorite books. I think I would just give them a guess. But if I would want to see an adaptation that is a better one, I think maybe Emma. So, yeah, something fun. I'm sure I want to call it Moves. It's also not a calling Moves. Calling Moves. Our books are amazing. Yeah, so I think that movie is also about last movie on the film. Any would be read also any day last I'm not sure she might any day would be preferred. I already answered that book or movie person. So I was about to ask you book or movie any day.
Movie. Ironic coming from another, but movie. And since most panels people will say book, so somebody has to say movies.
Harry Potter on movies. Harry Potter. But also Handmaid's Tale. So that was it. Thank you so much. I think we guys had a wonderful time on the stage, and I hope the audience had a wonderful time too. Thank you.
Emotions and the feelings sensibility of time. As we progress towards modern and postmodern times, our sense of the genre of the story also grows in terms of the execution of the
But I like to leave the meaning more open-ended slightly. Not really open-ended, but allowing readers to make varied interpretations. So, but it's not as rigid as like if I'm aiming for the North Pole and the reader is I'm talking about South Pole. It will be something like because the imagination takes them a little more easy. That's the wrong thing. I love that much less. Now, I also like explaining because again, author's intent is so strong, and I also like preaching, and but I follow mine.
Or what category of readers do you write for? Passive, informed, or curious?
Thank you so much for your question, Mr. J. Well, I will take the thought further that Mr. Bhani has just flourished here. That when you want to convey something, it should not tamper with the modern. I'm sorry. What I want to say is that, for instance, you have a story and you want to convey it, you want to write it, you want to put it out in the universe. you should take full responsibility that it reaches as many people. And what Shubhangi said was that the modern trend should not keep you away from what you want to pass on to your readers or your listeners. You must take full responsibility for your art. Well, I personally do not put my pen to paper to write for any specific section of the society or for any particular segment. As Ms. Devrani knows and Shubhangi knows, we belong to this petite club where we do reading for each other. So I've always been told that I have written from heart, and that's what I